Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Mads, and today I'm going to be going through nearly 50 books that are on Kindle Unlimited, aka basically free. Now before we start, yes, this background is different. You may be wondering what is happening. If you guys have seen a few things that I've posted on my socials, then you know what is happening, but I'm in the process of moving, so I don't have my books with me, sadly. I've got a little cart with me, and that's about it. Hence why I figured we'd do the Kindle Unlimited recommendations today, because all you need is your Kindle. By the way, if I look down, I'm just looking at my notes of everything that I have on my laptop. Okay, so first out, we're going to start off with romance. Now, I do want to preface this by saying the books that I'm talking about that are on Kindle Unlimited are on Kindle Unlimited in Australia. However, 99.7% of the time, if they are available in Australia, they are available worldwide. The only time that they're really not available worldwide, or for anyone, is Australia. There's so many times I see videos and it's like, oh, this book is on Kindle Unlimited. Only for the US and the UK, and not Australia. Anyway, so these books, hopefully that they are on Kindle Unlimited for every country. Also, another preface, I'm so sorry, we're gonna get into it really quick. Half of these are on my TBR. That's why I want to talk about them today, because they're on my TBR. And we can just experience them together. First one we have Nightshade. This is an enemies to lovers dark academia romance book. Yes, you heard that correctly. Yes, go download it. I keep seeing the author's beautiful artwork for this and like all of the videos that she's creating with like the one-liners, and I'm just like, hits every single time. I cannot wait to read it. Then we also have Behind the Net. Now this is the entire series. This is amazing. It truly is amazing. I love it. My favorite is The Fake Out, the second book. It is so good, and as you can guess from the title, it's fake dating. But literally the first book, Behind the Net, is the assistant of a guy that she had a crush on in high school, and she's like working, she's really nervous, and it's like from her perspective it's like, oh my god, and then it cuts to his and it's like, I can't breathe because she's standing in my living room, and it's like. Then we have Face Off. Shocker, another sports romance book. Now this is hate to love, enemies to lovers, but for romance, and I love it because she is in the NHL. She is an NHL player, and look at this cover. Look at it. I do believe there is 2 more books in this series as well. I love it. I read it a couple months ago, and then the Queen Larissa also started talking about it. Larissa. Oh my god, that sounded like I was scolding her. Larry was talking about it. And then I saw Yana also talking about it. Everyone loves it. You should go read it. Then we have some Mariana Zapata books. Now, sadly, All Roads Lead Here is not available on Kindle Unlimited, and it freaking should be. Anyways, but here are the Mariana Zapata books that are available on Kindle Unlimited. She is the queen of romance. If you haven't read a Mariana Zapata book, you've never read a true slow burn. We have Colty. Now, this is a sports romance. He's a grumpy professional. Excuse me. That was a rude interruption. Anyways, Colty is a grumpy ass soccer player turned her football coach, and she like idolized him when she was younger. It's so good because it's also kind of like hate to lovers as well. Then we have Under Lock, which is brother's best friend. I have not read this one yet. You best believe I'm going to be reading it real soon though. Then we also have Wait For It, which I also know is Heather's favorite book. She literally has it tattooed on her, and that's when you know it is a good book. But I saw Heather absolutely raving about All Roads Lead Here, and I picked it up, and it's 6 stars for me too, so I cannot wait to read Wait For It. Then of course the one that most people know when they hear Mariana Zapata is From Luco with Love, which is a ice skating sports romance slow burn. And we also have Hands Down, which I haven't read, so I'm not quite sure what it's about. So sorry. We're literally talking about like 50 books, so I can't give a synopsis for all of them because I don't want to sit here for like 2 to 3 hours because my back will start hurting. Then we have Consider Me, which is on Kindle Unlimited, is also an ice hockey sports romance book. Do you see a bit of a theme going on with these books? It is a fuckboy turned a lover. Then we have Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. I would be reading this purely because Simon & Schuster just announced that they're giving like a revamp to the covers. You best believe I'm going out and purchasing them. And this is Small Town Country cowboy romance. I personally, if you're getting into Elsie Silver, I will always recommend the Flawless series because that's my favorite. Or Wild Up. I love them. I love both of them. I love every single book I've read from Elsie Silver except for one, which that's quite a universal experience. Anyways, Off to the Races is on Kindle Unlimited. This is for my smutty girls. This is probably the dirtiest series I've ever read. Long Hard Ride. Enjoy, because it is a long hard ride. Then we also have another smutty book, praise. Sarah Kate is great. I love her so much. When you are in the mood for smart, pick up her books. And I just want to take a quick moment to talk about today's sponsor, which is Craftsy. I'm so excited to be doing this sponsor today, not only because Craftsy is amazing, because literally just one click of a button and you can teach yourself something new, but because something that I wanted to get into this year was actually scrapbooking. And not just scrapbooking, I want to make it pretty. The OCD perfectionist in me comes out and I want to learn how to do calligraphy. I'm so excited. I always used to watch the TikTok videos of everyone with their beautiful handwriting, and I'm so excited because now I can teach myself how to do it with literally just a click of a button. Quickly before I dive into this, the first 1,000 people to click the link in my bio will get a full year of premium membership at Craftsy for only $1.49. $1.49. Are you kidding? Craftsy can teach you how to cook, baking, drawing, painting. I actually will be taking up painting. I put it on my little life to-do list. Journaling, gardening, photography. Genuinely, the list is endless. Craftsy should be your online go-to for anything creative. Personally, for Craftsy, as I told you, I'm getting into scrapbooking, calligraphy, but I also love using it for cooking. I don't think many of you guys know this about me, but I love to cook. I'm a feral cooker. Anyways, Craftsy makes me a really good cook. Now, if you click the link in my bio, it is only for new members. I'm so sorry, but if you are a member at Craftsy, I'm so excited to see you guys there. I've been going down a rabbit hole of Craftsy, honestly. Shut up. Pet portraits in watercolor. I can learn how to paint my dog. You're joking. I didn't see that when I was using it before. I am so excited. Oh, and this is absolutely for the girlies with DIY. You want to build a bookshelf for yourself. You want to build a cute little book nook. You want to build a cute little side table. DIY it. DIY it. Craftsy will help you do it. But I'm sorry, if you're not in the community at Craftsy, what are you doing? But thank you, Craftsy, so much for sponsoring today's video. Now moving on to fantasy. It would be a crime to not start off with this book. Era of Broken Fate. You see this? You see this? Oh, what is this, you ask? What is this? Is that the third book in the Era of Broken Fate series? Mads, how do you have that so early? Oh my gosh, the cover is so freaking beautiful. Look at that. I have it early because hi, I'm the author. That was very cheesy, but I feel like my point got across to you. Hi, my name is madsraff and I am the author of the Era of Broken Fate series. Era of Broken Fate gives ACOTAR vibes. It is on Kindle Unlimited. The third book is coming out May 7th. Please mark it in your calendars. Pre-order the ebook. Download it on Kindle Unlimited when it comes out. Era of Broken Fate follows Princess Delilah, who is human, who runs to the Fae to ask for help to free her oppressed people because her king, the father, is a sadistic, abusive bastard. Anyways, she goes to the Fae and then finds out that she needs to not only save the entire Fae race, but mythological creatures and magic itself. And then in book 2, Era of Broken Kingdom, we have a brutal betrayal that no one sees coming. Then we have Era of Broken Souls, and I'm not giving any hints to this one. I'm not. We're 3 books deep. You gotta read it. You have to read the series to find out what's gonna happen. Anyways, but if you are a fan of Throne of Glass or ACOTAR, or people have also said the Gilded series, then I highly recommend it. Moving on. Zodiac Academy. Yes, there is 8 books in this, and the 8 books are just the main ones. There's also novellas, so there's like, I don't know, like 20 books to read in this universe. And is the writing kind of like a little cringy at times? Yes. However, is it like trashy reality TV that you cannot stop binging, and it's kind of like Pringles, once you open it you can't close it? Abso-fucking-lutely. We have everything. We have twins, we have a magical academy, we have hidden identities, we have hidden magic, we have enemies to lovers, we have a bully romance, side characters that you're yearning for. There is everything in this, and every single type of mythological creature you could ever think about. I will never shut up about Zodiac Academy. Please take this as your sign to read it. Now that we've got those out of the way, then we have Blood of Hercules. Now this gives Hunger Game vibes. It is mythology meets a war academy. I have not read it, so I'm not quite sure what else to say on this matter, but that is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Then we have Reign of Shadow and Endings. This is a 4-book series, and it is a dark romantasy series. I have heard absolute non-stop good things about this series. Like, when I say non-stop, I mean every second video on my freaking TikTok For You page. So you best believe I'm going to be reading it soon. And I hope that you guys do too. If you guys have read it and you like it, comment down below. Now this is a vampire book, and I love the covers of this series. We have The Blood That Binds Us. I literally want to read it just for the cover. Are you kidding? This is stunning, phenomenal, beautiful. And this one I was shocked is on Kindle Unlimited. The Poppy War. Why did no one tell me that The Poppy War is on Kindle Unlimited? And matter of fact, why did no one tell me that Harry Potter is also on Kindle Unlimited? Oh, okay, then we have Anathema, which I feel like I just butchered. Okay, so it's a dark gothic fantasy about a shunned woman who is forced beyond mortal realms' forbidden boundary into a terrifying world of cursed souls and grotesque creatures. No wonder it's on my TBR. That sounds phenomenal. Then we have Nocticadia, which is a dark fantasy book about forbidden love, and that's all I know about it. And the cover is beautiful. It gives those vibes. Then we have Serpent in the Wings of Night, which is Hunger Games meets vampires. This is a completed duology along with like spin-offs and novellas. Also shocked. So I'm not the biggest fan of this series just because going in I thought that it was a romancy, but it is very much a political fantasy, which a very tiny subplot of enemies to lovers. We have The Cruel Prince. I didn't even know that that was on Kindle Unlimited, but this is like an OG book talk book, and if I didn't know it was on Kindle Unlimited, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't know that it's on Kindle Unlimited. And I say me because I'm chronically online. And then we have the Spark of the Everflame series, which has been compared to Throne of Glass. Does it give the vibes of Throne of Glass? I don't know, because I haven't read it, and I'm not going to claim that it does because Throne of Glass is my baby. Throne of Glass is my one true love that will never let me down or lie to me or deceive me or betray me. It hurts me, and maybe there is a little bit of deception. Maybe my taste in men and books are questionable. Anyways, so I'm not going to say if the Spark of the Everflame is like Throne of Glass. It has been compared to it though. Beyond that, I will not make any more comments. Then we have Phantasma, which the second book, I believe these are standalones, and then in the same world it's another like interconnected standalone fantasy book. Phantasma is like a dark romance romantasy of Caraval. It is in fact on my TBR. Sadly, it's in a box right now. When I get my place, I will be unpacking that and reading it. Oh, and then we have City of Gods and Monsters. Oh, this is an urban fantasy. I've heard non-stop good things about this damn book. Non-stop, this entire series. Another one that is enemies to lovers, Fear the Flames. And the second book of Olivia's Fear the Flames series, clearly, comes out very soon, so I will be downloading both of them and reading them. Now, last but not least, in the fantasy section, we have Hollow Heathen. I feel like I'm butchering that, so I'm just gonna put it on the screen and you guys can download it at your will. It is a gothic romantasy book. Besides that, I'm so sorry I don't know more. The next category we have is thriller, and it would be a crime not to start out with this book, and if I were you, I would download it ASAP. Deadly Occupants. This is Pretty Little Liars meets Paranormal Activity. Basically, 4 college girls go to a haunted house tour on Halloween night only to get attacked. And then they go home to find the thing that attacked them, followed them home, and then they're haunted for literal months. And then there's plot twist. Really great plot twist. And it's on Kindle Unlimited, and hi, I've read her. But I really actually would download her on Kindle Unlimited. Go download her. Then we have Ask for Andrea. I love this because 3 women that are by a serial liver haunt him. Yeah, amazing, 6 stars. Then also by the same author, we have Grey After Dark. I would check your trigger warnings. There were a few things that were quite triggering for myself that kind of pulled me out of the book. However, I still recommend it, but please check your trigger warnings. My red flag is that I don't check trigger warnings. Grey After Dark is about a woman who gets kidnapped in the wilderness. Love, Mom. I loved this one. I listened to it on Audible. It is so freaking good. Okay, so this woman, her mum passes away. Her mum was an author and she receives a letter, and then some of her mum's life starts to unravel, and then all these lies come out, and it's so goddamn good. I can't tell you anything besides that, but please go download and read her. Then we have Frida McFadden. Like, are you kidding? Literally anything by Frida McFadden. My favorite is The Boyfriend. I read that in one sitting. I couldn't stop. Never Lie, Ward D, and I believe there is a few. Oh, of course, The Housemaid, the classic. But yes, any book by Frida McFadden is on Kindle Unlimited, and it's like a perfect go-to for slump. Don't Let Her Stay. This book was 50 Shades of Fucked Up because you're literally screaming at the characters to believe the main character. It's one of them, and it's so good, and you think you know the plot twist, but you don't. It's crazy. Basically, this girl has a child with an older man. Like, she's married to him and everything, just an age gap romance. He has a kid from his first marriage. She comes to stay with them, and she's psycho. She's a goddamn psychopath. She's like, daddy, 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 and then as soon as he leaves, she turns to the new wife and goes, you bitch. And it's just complete personality switches, and it's like you're going to your husband and you're like, please believe me that your daughter is a pathological psycho, please. I was shocked that this was on Kindle Unlimited, The Seller by Natasha Preston. Fun fact, this was the first book that I ever read, so I just feel like I have to mention her. Ooh, Behind Closed Doors, please check your trigger warnings for domestic violence and anything like that. This one is heavy. You think you know what is happening, you do not at all. It will fuck with your head. Then by Lucinda Berry, we have When She Returns and The Perfect Child. I love these two books so much. Lucinda Berry is actually a psychologist, so her thriller books are really deeply engraved with personalities disorders. I'm going to say that, but it's so goddamn good. Then we have Alice Feeney, Sometimes I Lie. So the hook that really got me in the beginning is, here are 3 things. I'm in a coma, my husband doesn't love me anymore, and sometimes I lie. And it's so goddamn good. Now moving on to dark romance, my favorite in dark romance. The Mindfuck series. If you have not read the Mindfuck series, I'm so sorry I'm about to yell at you, but why? Why? The Mindfuck series follows an FBI agent who's hunting a notorious serial killer. Little does he know that he's actually dating this said serial killer, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, so it's practically free. Please go read her, please. I'm actually begging you. I've already done a reread. I'll reread with you. I'll hold your hand, please. But like, check your trigger warnings because it's still a dark romance book. Then we have The Sweetest Obsession, which is a mafia romance, which apparently is really good for beginners, which is why it's on my TBR. Because, fun fact, I've never read a mafia romance. Oh, a crime, a literal crime. Okay, next we have Twisted Loyalties, which is also a mafia book. Again, have not read a mafia book, so I'm not quite sure. Then, oh my god, this is on my Kindle. Brutal Obsession. This is a dark ice hockey romance book. I'm sorry, what? If you can tell by my romance list, I'm obsessed with ice hockey romance books, so much so that I wrote my own. So you best believe I'm going to be devouring that book. I don't know if this is a duology or a duet or like a full series. I saw Larry reading it and like sobbing, so I instantly downloaded it. And also I know that she loves dark romance, and she has great dark romance recommendation. Then we have Does It Hurt by H.G. Carlton, the same author as the Haunting Adeline. Haunting Adeline was actually my first dark romance book. Traumatized, to say the least. Anyways, I actually did like Does It Hurt. I liked the first 50%, last 50% didn't really like it. Not that I didn't like it, just didn't love it as much as the first 50%. However, moving on, then we have Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas. Please read it just so we can talk about the steam room scene. And you know what, we don't really need to talk about it. You just need to read it, because every single woman, man, needs to read that damn book. They need to read that very specific scene. Take notes, gentlemen. Take notes. Then we have romance / thriller. We only have 2 books in here, I'm so sorry. First we have All the Missing Pieces by Catherine Cowles. You can also read anything by Catherine Cowles on Kindle Unlimited. She is a romance thriller author. However, All the Missing Pieces, 6 stars, infinity stars. It really is 50% romance, 50% thriller. So goddamn good. So this girl, her twin sister goes missing during college, so then she like just dives headfirst into a podcast of true crime, of solving cold cases, and then she goes to a town to help solve a cold case, except this one, it's cold, but the victim is still alive. It was a attempted kidnapping, and she's like, how did she get away? So then she interviews her and everything goes on, and then she meets the grumpy sheriff. That's all I'm going to say. It does get more than kidnapping. I just can't say it or how that comes about because it will just spoil it. Then the second book is Whispers of You, a Grumpy Sunshine Small Town tragic book series. Tragic backstory, sorry, is what I've written. Wow, I can't speak. That was the last book, thank god, because I'm clearly like stumbling over my own words now. Anyways, those are the 40 something books that I recommend that you and I both read, or books that I have loved that I hope that you read. And thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me. I have been seeing all the love that I've been getting, and thank you so much. And I want to say a big thank you again to today's sponsor, which is Craftsy. Don't forget to click the link in my bio if you're not a member already. The first 1,000 people to click on that link gets a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.49. That is, you guys are basically robbing Craftsy at this point because of everything that you can learn from them. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.